I'm Senor Sangria. I'm the community bananager of Fermented Fruitz. Um, I've got a great founding team behind me that I admittedly know just about everybody on the team personally. I've had the benefit of being their friends and working with them, and I really think it's led to a really great project for us, and the camaraderie there I think really translates into our community. We have 3,333 fermented grapes that are gonna come up in Ethereum, and we have a mint tier. Our first one is our public mint. Those are our fresh fruits, pretty much just joining our Discord, not getting anything really out of it. You're just jumping in, and that's going to mint at 0.015. That's our public mint. Beyond that, we have our bruise list, which is our white list. That comes at a 30% discount. And honestly, you can pretty much get a bruise list just by coming in and talking with us, engaging at all. We really pride ourselves on the fact that a big part of what we're doing is giving back to the community that's giving to us. We don't want anybody to have to grind for any part of our project. We really want people to come in, be genuine, and just enjoy it. It's what we like out of projects, and it's really what we wanted to focus our project around. And just above that bruised list is going to be our fermented fruits. Those are our free mints. They are admittedly incredibly attainable. I have had two people that came in, just joined. None of us knew who they were, had no clue. One of them, he came into all of our spaces, just talked with us, hung out, game nights, whatever it was. And he worked his way up to fermented in, I want to say it was about a week and a half. And I had another fellow that joined in from Boxheads actually. And I kid you not, went from fresh fruit to fermented in a matter of 5 hours. Just, lucky mix of game nights, engagement, whatever it was. And that's kind of another thing that we really pride ourselves on. It's something we really care about. When uh, when Merlot, one of our founders, brought me on the team, he stopped, told me what he was doing, and I told him I don't care about anything in this project except for the community. I told him I don't care about the floor price. I don't care what the art ends up looking like. I will create a community that is there for each other through thick and thin. I've been a part of too many rugs. I've been a part of too many projects in the short time that I've been in that all these people care about is the money. And that's not what we're here for. We have admittedly set it up so that way, even with our future collections, if you get in early enough, which we still don't mint until the 14th, we still have plenty of time. If you get in early enough, you join us, you engage with us, and you get that fermented roll, I can guarantee you can work your way from our first collection of grapes and you can get all the way to the top with us through all of our collections without spending anything other than gas. It's something that we really pride ourselves on. We are admittedly also looking into, after our mint, getting an LLC created under the Fermented Fruits name, and we are going to look into branching into, at the risk of taking lashings that I shouldn't, um, we are going to be looking into consumables. I know Merlot has kind of hinted, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. One of the things that we're really interested in actively talking to people about getting into is a private label wine that uses, some of our fermented NFTs as a marketing strategy. It's something that we know people are going to come in, walk into the grocery store, and you see, my grape specifically. You just happen to walk up and you see this weird grape with devil horns smoking a joint with a bottle of wine in his hand. It's going to catch your eye, whether for whatever reason it's catching your eye. And that's kind of something that we're really looking into doing. Above that, we are also looking at profit shares for anybody that does happen to join in and get in with us. Um, I won't give anyone any financial advice, but if you guys do happen to join us and you happen to get a grape, I recommend holding on to at least one from every collection that Fermented Fruits drops. I'm not going to say any more than that because I'm not willing to get in trouble. I've just talked to them pretty extensively, and there is going to be a benefit in the long run to holding one of each of our collections. Um, with that being said, each of our collections will have their own utility. Do you mind if I post our roadmap up right quick?
Yeah, that's fine. Put it up there.
All right. Well, I'm finding this. I'll go ahead and keep talking right quick. But each time that we get into a new collection, we're basically going to drop a new roadmap. I've seen a number of projects. I've been a part of a number of them that really just put up an overall roadmap, and it's kind of here's where we're starting, here's where we want to end, and whatever happens in the middle happens. And we're not really willing to let that happen. We care a lot about making sure that we are upfront and honest, and we're going to under promise and over deliver. I would much rather someone think that all they're getting is a PFP and find out they're getting a profit share than promise someone a part of a company and not be able to give them that. And that's kind of something that, we've all talked about. We've been really open with. And I'm going to go ahead and get that pinned up right now. And, another part of something that we really want to make sure that we do is that we are going to be doing NFT and Ethereum giveaways. And that's something that will come after our mint. If you guys will give me 1 second, I'm sorry, there's something going on inside.
Do you want me to pin it up there for you? Have a look, see if I can do it.
I'm sorry about that, y'all. We had some animals inside going kind of crazy.
No worries. Carry on.
But yeah, so that's kind of where we are. We're looking at dropping some collections after this one. We were originally going to mint on October 6th, and we all sat down and had the really hard conversation about whether or not to push off the mint. Obviously, since we're minting on the 14th, we really did decide that what was going to be the best for not only our community, but us as a team is to make sure that we are fully prepared for it. And that's why we did end up pushing it off. We've been growing the community a little bit more. It's just something that, we're looking at working with a lot of different projects on, whether it be collab game nights, whether it be, spaces, things like that. We just really want to ensure that everybody understands that we're a community first. It's why on Sundays, I run Sunday stories at 12:30. I know you've been a part of it before. It's just a place for us to come in, hang out, do whatever. On Mondays, I have my Monday mental health checks. Every Monday at 12:30, it's a space for anybody to come up that needs to. We'll just be sitting there hanging out, talking about whatever. But whoever it is that comes up and says, hey, man, I need help, they're going to take precedence. I will mute everybody else in that space just so that way they have a moment to talk about what it is that's bothering them. Not even a year ago, I was sitting in my apartment drunk off my ass with a gun in my mouth, just ready to pull the trigger. And if I had had some kind of community behind me, if I had some people that I felt like I could trust that had been there for me, that never would have happened. And I'm really not willing to put someone else in the position that I was in. And again, that's why I told him I'm so community based. It's what I care about. And that's that's pretty much all I got for you guys.
No, cheers, man. Appreciate that. And yeah, really sorry to hear that as well at the end there. Like, I mean, I was going to say that the one thing I know about this space is you'll find plenty of people who are here to support and help. And I think that's the one thing that everyone should take away from this space is that there are plenty of people who are nice, and the communities come together and help. So, no, that's awesome. And again, Fermented Fruitz, I'm up there. I've got my role, and I'm looking forward to minting. Did you say when you were actually minting, or are you on pause at the minute?
Yeah, it's gonna be October 14th. We've set it up.
Yeah,
It's gonna be Friday.
next Friday,
Admittedly,
isn't
I'm
it?
probably gonna set up a big game night that we just kind of do whatever the day before, just to kind of celebrate. Because regardless of what happens on that mint day, everybody that's a part of that project put in work in some way, shape, or form, and we want to do what we can to reward them.